right, so hold on, talk about. Let's just jump into it. Because I can tell you're really like, what? Like,
something not adding up.
all right, so this is our educated podcast, man. We just discuss everything we found about. So we're gonna talk about a couple of things, 3 topics. The first topic is Yung Joc wearing a dress. If you haven't seen it yet, man,
Shit is going down.
he got a car with Safari. He's walking out in a dress, right? Check out the video.
Easy, big fella.
He was with Safari, and he's just walking, right? So then he has a response to it, right? He has a response. Yeah, this is that guy. He has a response to it, and pretty much the response is,
Damn, what is going on? It's called internet manipulation. This is going to be one of the craziest times ever in my life or career for when it comes to internet.
all right, so you see from the response, that's crazy, man, how he just pretty much just took it. He's like, yo, I'm doing this for money, but you let me know what you think down below. What do you think about doing that for money, though?
It has to be some kind of bet, and maybe they was like, yo, if you say something,
Yeah.
you gotta pay me.
I mean, just he was confident, and he was just like, pretty much he's just gonna do it. He's doing it for his career, and it's manipulation. But he knows how to manipulate, and that's what he wants to do. But he's telling you that he's doing that. So it's crazy that he's willing to put himself out there in that position. It's not like he's doing it he likes. He's doing it because he just wants attention. And he's saying, straight up, like, I'm doing this to pretty much, like, show everybody that I'm the one, or show everybody to look out for me. So what do you think about that? Would you wear a blue dress, man?
I mean,
long blue
definitely
dress.
got him attention, which I guess they say any publicity is
It's good publicity,
even if
yeah.
it's bad, even if you gotta wear a dress,
Yeah.
shit like that. But
Or
I mean,
perm. Because you got that
it has
perm,
to be
too.
some level of bad publicity. Like, I mean, like, all right, let's say he wears the dress and then he tries to come out with some, hardcore shit. That obviously is not going to correlate.
Yeah, I think what he needs to do at this point is just, like, ride that
Too old to do hardcore
feminine,
shit.
like, wave, I guess. Try to figure out where he's at. Or maybe, he even said that he might be on, I believe it was, like, Love and Hip Hop. So he's trying to be on a bunch of stuff.
For a little bit.
Yeah, so that might be something that's like he's going crazy. We don't know the plot, but it's like, nah, bro, that stuff ain't cool, dog. I don't know, man. Just if somebody was just like, I'm gonna go out. If you came out in a dress, I would be like, why are you doing this? Like, what's going on?
It's gotta be some kind of
Yeah,
reason. It can't just be, hey, man.
I just chill in a dress.
I just want to see what titties was gonna feel like. So
I just
I'm
got them.
just trying to prep for my new titties in this dress.
Oh
Throw the
man.
vagina underneath.
Just throw a vagina, just to, cause I'm tired of chasing it, so I just got one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what he was thinking. Wow.
I just got both. I just got one.
Asexual, man. No issues whatsoever.
If that's how it works.
I mean, if that's how it works, but we're not, but it's saying like, it's interesting what people do for fame, man. So it's definitely really, really crazy, man. Another thing I wanted to talk about, man, is there's a show, man. There's a show. It's in China, and it's about Chinese rappers. Have you heard about it?
I think it's, what's the name? Like Rap China?
Rap China. It's called Rap China.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and it's funny to watch because it's like, it's rap over there, and they actually made it pretty much a series, right? It's kind of like, remember back in the day when Puffy made them people making a band. He made them get the cheesecake, right? And they went 5-12 blocks in the code to get some shit, man. But hey, man, check out this clip right here. Yeah, so you definitely see that it's super interesting.
Right.
And it's going to be one of the things that I'm going to have to definitely check out. Seems like it's going to be interesting. See if it's like cultural appropriation or something like that, just to see like what's exactly going to happen.
Yeah, well, which I mean, Asian people, Chinese people have been rapping for a while. We
they've been rapping,
K-pop, and a lot of the K-pop artists rap and stuff like that. but I guess to really explore the different aspects of rap will be kind of interesting. I mean, it'll be interesting to see the point where it actually gets to like the beef. I know BTS and they ciphers, they address maybe some beef. I mean, you know, if you're gonna take some of hip hop, you're gonna have to take all. You're gonna have to.
It's just so funny because it's like he says beef, and I'm like, beef, because like you say beef, but you know, when you think of beef, you think of like black rapper, white rapper, but it's like China has beef.
And I mean, if you're gonna take rap, you're gonna have to take all the culture of it and everything that it's become. You know, you just can't have the good portion. Oh, we're gonna use it to make money. Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I'm trying to see some ratchet Chinese.
I want to see some ratchet Chinese stuff. Like, take everything. I want to see some ratchet Chinese twerking and ratchet Chinese shootouts.
Hey, I mean, you know, if
super
you're
ratchet.
gonna take what rap has become, then you're gonna have to
take
that.
everything.
You're gonna have to take the drug addiction.
Yeah.
You have to take all that
take everything with. Don't just say we're just gonna take the positive part. But all this extra stuff, we just not gonna, do that. Which, to be honest, it would actually be smart to do that, right? Because then you took in the whole culture, you let them build it up, and then you just said, you know what, we're just gonna take the good part. Sounds like America.
That's basically what's happening.
That's basically what just fucking happened.
It's gonna be interesting to see like how this whole thing plays out, or maybe if it's gonna be like the big rapper that's gonna come from that, the whole competition or whatever like that. So
yeah, man, and that's gonna be crazy, man. And and
then actually, if they're going to do that, maybe the winners should. I mean, they should have some sort of aspect of it where it's like we bring a pioneer in, because I mean, you can't. Now, granted, I'm sure the Chinese, they know about rap and stuff like that, but it's like you can't isolate rap to their, in its entirety because there are no pioneers of it. I mean,
you don't know
that's been doing it, but if it was started in
Yeah.
the Bronx with black culture, you can't say you a pioneer.
But it's like now we are getting to a point where like people don't care. I feel like people really don't care about that. Like, yeah, they're pioneers and they're like the grandpas, but now we're riding this new wave. Like, we don't really care about that. Yeah, that's cool, but let's just take what we want from it and then make our own thing and then sell it. Right? So it's like the history thing. I'm pretty much feeling like people are like, yeah, that's cool, but at the end of the day, we trying to make some money and we like this. It's kind of like when A$AP Rocky took the whole Houston feel. He just said because I like it. He didn't really give him a shout out. He just said because I like it.
He still
later on,
to the Bun B's and
yeah,
all that
but
shit.
later on,
yeah,
because they got it. I mean, because that's how Texas is. Like but there's nobody doing that. There's nobody who is saying, "Yo, this is good, this is bad," and that's how cultural appropriation happens at its finest. Because they just say, "No, it's okay, we accept," which is cool. I'm just saying, if you do the culture,
down in Houston, they came up to him and be
like, "What's up, bro? Why you telling my shit?"
They're just like when niggas claim blood and they claim all that. They come to LA, them niggas be up there like, yo, all right.
Because there's different bloods and different. I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna get to that, but there's different everything, right? So it's just interesting. So if they do that, I would say they're smart to do it. You know what I'm saying? As far as to take everything that's good from it and not take the bad too, right? But if they take everything from it, is that really smart? It's like you're looking at data and saying, well, this works, this doesn't work. Well, if it works, well, let's take the stuff that just works. Let's just not take all the bad stuff because we want longevity. It just makes sense as a business to do that.
It does make sense.
And just make our own history. We don't really know what happened here, but let's make our own little history. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I was trying to look here. So Tentacion, XXXTentacion has a video out, man. Oh. So next topic, man. XXXTentacion has a video out, man. Yo, check this clip here real quick.
You ever seen a nigga hung with a gold chain? I'd rather sing about the same things that we claim. Such as bashful, but niggas like a task force. Mobbing on the streets and robbing stores and ski masks, bro.
So you see, man, it's controversial. He has the hanging white boy on there. All types of crazy stuff. And then he has a speech. He came in there like he was on a cipher at the very end to say what he had to say, man. So what'd you think about that, man?
He did shit like he was holding a goblet. That what they call it, a goblet or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like a mad scientist villain, like reading from the book,
reading from the book and just like
the hearts. I mean, he even got that little
yeah.
type of voice.
This is definitely interesting, man.
You have to tell them and the kids won't be supremacists. You know, saying all that shit. But I mean, the message was definitely dope, and I mean, what he was trying to get across is interesting to see where he's going to go with it next. I know we broke this down in the video reaction a little bit that we did. You can check that out. But
crazy, man. Just like, is he doing it for attention? I mean, thing about him too is he's not necessarily a conscious rapper. So to be able to do things that cause riots or a little bit of ratchetness, is it right for him to do this and to be the spokesperson? So a lot of times, you know, believe it or not, people look at celebrities as a person who has a platform who's going to do it for the good. Right. When a lot of times it's kind of like, are you supposed to look at them as a role model, right? The people who love you and care about you are your family members and people most likely of your community, right? So these people are doing things for fame. So is it really right to look at this person, especially if you read the recent obligations, and say, yo, I believe in what he's doing, what he's going for?
Right. Now, it's like, yeah, they can be the catalyst to kind of start it off as far as, you know, influencing the minds of the youth, having them think in a certain way, but who can really mobilize it? And mobilizing takes money, obviously. Like,
yeah, it takes money.
You know, you need to be in that position of power. And, you know, rap, you know, we always had the voice, but then we don't have the power to deal with it. Like, you know, Tupac, he was saying a lot of fly shit as far as, you know, what he wanted to do. But then, you know, he's still the artist. And then he got, you know, rest in peace anyway. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean, who can really make the change that, you know, we need to see that these, you know, rappers or these artists are trying to portray. Like, even Kanye West was talking about, like, you know, he was trying to make things for the world and do different things, but he still wanted to, either had to run to Adidas or wanted to run to Mark Zuckerberg to really, you know, have that foundation of money. He was talking about how the clothing manufacturers, how they had their own factories, and, like, you know, in that whole Sway interview. Yeah. I'm taking the whole completely left, but I don't care. But he was saying, like, yeah, I mean, the only way we can express ourselves is through T-shirts, because that's the only thing that we can really make. And Sway was like, yo, why can't you do it yourself?
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
But nah, Ye's like, all right, I spent the $10 million. Like, I already spent the money on it. Yeah. Like, the shit just costs so much that you need that infrastructure to be able to hire the people that can do, like, the real shit, like, to make sneakers.
But that's like a lazy mentality, you know? That's like a lazy, because, like, there's a lot of people, especially in LA, who know how to make some shit. So it's just like, I feel like the common thing is,
at that level,
you don't know. You don't know unless you try them out. That's why you have jobs. That's why you do certain things.
Yeah, you tried something.
Bro,
but then
there's factories. Like, we're in LA,
not
right?
Only that, but to mass produce it.
No, we live in fashion district.
Yeah, to mass produce sneakers, they can't mass produce sneakers.
Why can't they mass produce sneakers?
They're not big enough.
See, the thing is, all you gotta do is create that demand. You have a superstar who is at the top of his marketing. All you gotta do is have him do something that's gonna represent a company. It's going to be successful. See, the thing is, I don't like his mentality of, like, you have to go, it's like you have to go suck somebody's dick somewhere else, right? Instead of you just saying, yo, let's go ahead and start out small, and then, you know, I got this, I can hire a couple of people to run it. I know it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Let's keep it going, right? Because his shoes are expensive as shit. Expensive. The Yeezys, is it Yeezys, right? Where the fuck his shoe is? Let me know down below. But it's one of them shoes where, like, you're like, did this really need to be this high? And as far as you look at the quality and how people make that, could you not fly people in from a different state down there and just pay them a ridiculous amount so they can stay, and then have a team and pay them less? I mean, it's just all about the structure. Like, I mean, this man is making millions of millions. I mean, you telling me $1 million you can't make a factory? I mean, let's really think about that. Where the minimum wage in California is like $13, almost $10. You can't really pay. You have $1 million. You can't really, like, rent a place out, go buy the fabric, and then have them produce it. That doesn't make sense to me.
Which, I mean,
you know,
it's different ways to look at it.
That's what I'm looking. So when I look at it from a business point of view, I'm like, why aren't you Kanye West, right? We're off topic, but why aren't you making jobs instead of finding an excuse and running to somebody, right? Because when you do it that route, it's like you're really setting a bad example. You know, it's like saying you're successful in this, but for you to have to run to people for this, that means that you're not. That's not your forte, right? Like I wouldn't necessarily buy Kanye West clothes because I mean I'm a big Kanye West fan, but I wouldn't buy his clothes. I feel like they look like something a homeless person would wear.
So I guess he can either do that or see if he could hire the factory.
I mean something. I mean I'm pretty sure there's a factory out there that
different. Yeah.
you know. And then you want to say, well, he should have it here, but if you have it here, you have to pay more. But I don't know, man. It's just an interesting topic because you're always trying to look for a hand-me-down instead of making it yourself. So, and the thing is, we verged off of that because we were getting from Tentacion, it's about attention. Because Kanye West, man, believe it or not, that's the way that he gets a lot of attention. Right. So, the Tentacion situation is interesting because, you know, he has attention. What is he going to do with it? And I feel like the way the game is right now, if you look at it, it's more of like, let's do something super big and let's milk the crap out of it. You can see when we did, it's going to drop soon, but you'll see some of the videos that we done, and it's kind of like you kind of start seeing that somebody did something big and then they rode the wave, right? Like somebody drops a sex tape and then they ride that tidal wave, right? Or somebody does blah, 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 blah. You know, still around, and with, Kanye West. So it's like, that was the most successful wave because you ain't never being broke again. Yeah. Even they got a divorce, you know she gonna get a settlement. And she got her own money. Perfect position, man. All off of a sex tape. So, and that's the thing, right? Controversy breeds that tidal wave, and you have to ride it as much as possible because if you don't, what's gonna happen is like, you know, that's what we at. I mean, that's the best marketing that you can do. I mean, look at Kim Kardashian's whole career. It's been like controversy, ride that wave. Tentacion went to jail. Controversy, ride the wave. The girl from Dr. Phil, controversy, rode the wave. Let me see who else. There's so many to think of, and all the people that you know, just let me know down below what you feel about it. But that seems like where it's going, man. Just do some controversial shit, and then people going to support it, you know, while you're controversial. Say, oh yeah, by the way, you have good music too, right? Or whatever, or whatever you're doing is shocking. That's a whole family, you know, made off of that.
Yeah, which I guess, you know, if you don't have that either work ethic or you don't have the natural talent, I mean, doing it like that might be your best option.
Yep.
So it's just like, hey, if you know, if
like
I don't
that.
have none of those other factors, then you know, shit. Let me at least try to make this.
Dude, a girl on Instagram had 1 million subscribers. She said, if I get 1 million subscribers, I'll record me having sex. She got to 1 million. I mean,
from there, who knows? But I mean, maybe she'll turn into a full-fledged porn star, if not already.
I mean, she is. No, I don't think she was when she got on, but she is definitely now for you to get recorded with you having sex.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely. Oh, she is, and then people gonna buy it because, and that's where it's going.
At least a cam girl, so it's like,
yeah.
Hey, I mean,
people love negative shit.
Know, she couldn't, you know, right, or she couldn't have like the significant. I don't know what skill you can equate.
I don't know.
Maybe
but people are doing something with no skills.
She could be a motivational speaker.
Fuck, noob.
She can make just as much. I mean, if money is what you value,
yeah.
Than that. I mean, she might not be a motivational speaker. She might be able to make just as much if she keeps on, you know, putting penises wherever you know they need to go.
But people making money off of that, so it's like, you know, to each is their own on that. Like, and that's what it's about, man. It's just you do something crazy, and you know, I feel like this is how people think about it, right? It's like, you know, they're like, you know what, fuck the honor and shit. I'm about to make my money, and by the time I get here, I done made so much money. I'm taking care of these people who are saying something about it, and I don't care about any of these people because they're not paying my bills. Right? So when you're thinking like that, it's just like, you know, and that's like survival mode where you're just like, I gotta survive, I gotta make it. So it's a different kind of concept.
So
you know,
what I mean, the thing is, what are the lasting effects on that? Like, yeah, you know, everybody's making their money, it's cool.
Yeah, as long as your health ain't affect you good, right?
What is the trickle down effects of that? Because I mean,
trickle down. What do you mean?
We all right, like say, you know, Kim Kardashian's a role model now. All the girls want to be like her.
Yeah, yeah.
you know, she has her money. You know,
Yeah.
she's like, you know, fuck what anybody else say. I got my family.
You got her
I
money.
my
She got her money.
What are the effects you don't see? So,
but they're not caring about what they don't see, right?
But yeah, they might not care.
And that's the issue.
Somebody has to.
Yeah.
Like there has to be some kind of. The universe has to correct itself. In
Nah, but then you're throwing all that on there. So then you got thinking like this, like number one, when they did it, they were trying to get famous. So if they're trying to get famous, they don't care about what you think. Like you're supposed to have a parent, your parents supposed to raise you. So it's like she put herself in a perfect position. I respect that. So it's like you put yourself in a position of ultimate success and influence, right? Because you have the money at this point because you did this. So that means you just did something that nobody else would do, but then got famous for it, right? And now you're relaxing. Like, I mean, so it's like the ripple effect. It's like, at that point, people will eventually die and forget. So it's like, the next generation, your kids are rich. You're a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So your kids going to be good. Your kids, next kids are going to be good based off of what you did. You just had sex on camera. I mean, when you think about it like that, it's like, that was actually a smart move.
But like, say, all right.
For 3 generations of wealth.
Say, God forbid, you know, kids grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know, how are your parents successful? Oh, you know, my parents doctor. My parents this. My parents did this. Oh, my parent was a porn star. I mean, it's going to come out at some point. Kid has some emotional issues.
I don't know. That's thinking the worst case scenario, though. That's thinking worst case scenario.
But I don't see
like,
a great scenario coming out of like, yo, my moms was sucking dicks. Like, I don't know. I just feel
because
like,
the answer would be, well, you
like,
know, my mom sucked dick on camera. Your mom sucked dick too. You know, it's just different.
Like, once you get into that point where you're doing anything, anything goes, I think.
But that's Hollywood.
There has to be some kind
No. That's Hollywood. I'm telling y'all something. People are willing to do whatever to be successful in certain areas, and that's just life. Like, that's Hollywood at its finest. Like, you're acting like somebody else, right? You're acting like somebody else that's not you. So that means you're lying off the bat. That means you're already committing a sin. And then, you know, you're willing as acting, because that's not who you are as a person. So that means you have to fit yourself in a mode that's not you.
Well, I mean,
you know, I mean, we really think about
talent. Like
it's like
if you go to school and you study acting, and it's like, all right, I was taught to do, you know, method acting or Stavlovsky or whatever they call it. That's more of a talent than like,
But okay, so my thing is this, right? Okay, so let's say it's a talent, right? Because acting, being somebody else, is a talent, right? But I don't know, man. Is that really necessarily a talent? Like, acting like somebody else that is in somebody else's image instead of you making it, which you can do the best out of, is that really a talent? Like, to really act like something that you're not?
Yeah. Because not everybody can do it.
But then again, not everybody can be rich, but everybody can act. It's not like rapping. It's like, it gets to a point
not
where...
everybody can rap either.
But there's people making money off of it that can't rap. And there's not a lot of people that can act. But
I mean,
you know,
they're not getting... They don't have any respect. They don't really have...
When you're up here and you're rich, though, do you care about your respect? Like, as long as... when you know when you die, not only is your kid, your grandkid's going to be set. Like, when you die, you know that your dad, or whatever, your dad was this icon at one point of his life, and she was an icon at one point.
She's an icon.
Yeah, people look at Kim as an icon, bro.
You could be an icon. You could be a piece of shit the same way.
Yeah, you could, but that's all perspective.
I mean, yeah, it's all. I mean, me personally, I'm like, money isn't like. It's just some things that's not worth. Like even Dame was like, how much money is money to you to disrespect me? How much could somebody give you to disrespect me? Is 100,000 enough for you to disrespect me?
But then there's people who don't care about that code. Like, and obviously there's a lot of people who are moving up who don't care about that code, and you see it, and they're successful, and then people idolize their success.
There are people that live by I mean, you know.
I mean,
once again, it's one of those polarized.
Yeah, it's one of the things where it's like, which is more common, right? Is the common that, because it's like when people do this, they're like they sold their soul or something negative. But when people are doing this, they're just common.
I mean, I'm, you know, but common in whose eyes? Because I mean,
common, I would say like
to be common as far as income level, or common like, yo, that's a great person. Like,
I would say common as far as like, because the rich is gonna look at the income.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who are just doing like
money.
the whole nice thing, but that's thought process is relative. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
it's all about perspective. So that's why I say like I look at certain. I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing. You know, it's like who really says that you have a talent, right? That comes from like a certain thought process that was previously conceived before you even got to this. But then there's other ways of looking at it, and I can look at it as, well, that's a talent because of this. You're thinking of it, that's a talent because of an art form. But there's always going to be some type of like, somebody's going to say, well, I love that, no matter what it is. Because that's when it comes to that marketing. When people are marketing, like we're seeing great examples that when people are marketing, that gives them more of a response to kind of figure out if they like them or not. And we live in that space to where it's like you can do that now. That's why I say like, so I'll go back to, is acting a talent? I'm saying it because like we're at a point to where anybody can act. It's about the marketing and the structure you have to support you. Just like Kim Kardashian, she's very good because she has so many people support her. If 10 people support her, we wouldn't know who Kim was.
Yeah, I mean, she has the talent of getting people's attention.
Exactly, and that's her talent. Her talent is she is good at marketing.
Yeah,
that's her talent, and she's willing to do whatever to be rich. So you mix that with marketing, it's. I mean, it's a scary thing, right?
Yeah, I mean,
but then she does other things like she acts, she's in shit. So it's like,
I don't think she acts.
I'm pretty sure she's been like a guest star on some shit.
Well, I mean, she does a reality show.
It's a reality show,
like
and you know, reality background, that is acting.
Yeah, I mean, it's acting to a certain extent, but then again, after that, I mean, unless she wants to get into real acting.
Well, I mean, like for instance, reality shows are scripted too.
Yeah,
scripted. They definitely have like a process and a direction that they're going. It's just interesting because it's like, because I had this conversation with a lady about Kim Kardashian, and it was interesting because she was like, well, blah 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 blah, and I started noticing that was like a older way of thinking, but the newer way of thinking would be, well, you know, let's look at her and see what she did or whatever they did to be successful, because it's the same thing, right? It's Tentacion is a perfect example. He's doing the same thing. Got out of jail, all these allegations, riding that motherfucking wave to the core.
Right. So I just feel like there has to be because I mean, if you say, all right, anybody can do anything, then motherfuckers just going to start doing anything.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I think it's true.
It's just like saying, if somebody see a black man, I feel like black people ain't shit, I'm gonna kill him. Where's the government?
But you're going like, to like,
no,
like that's not the same thing. I don't know.
No rules. I mean,
there really is no rules in life. I mean, there really isn't. So it's kind of like at the end of the day, that's why rules are meant to put people in a certain status.
Where are standards going to be?
The standards are getting less and less and less. I don't know if you've seen it, but Yung Joc just wore a dress. I mean, goddamn. And
that's
just wore it just to get attention.
Yung Joc could wear a dress.
Yung Joc wore a dress, you know what I'm saying? He wore a dress. That tripped me out. He wore a dress.
Somebody could get famous by dressing. I mean, by rap.
Caitlyn Jenner. Everybody know Caitlyn Jenner.
Why don't he make a great song?
He can't do that.
he probably can do that, but he's taking the dress route.
Because he's like, if I do the dress route, people will check me out more than if I didn't do a dress. Damn, you gotta look at your career and be like, what? like, for me to be good, and that's what kind of says, like, that's how you know a lot of people don't have talent, because they have to go this route, right? But there's some people that shock you, like Tentacion, XXXTentacion, but other than that, it's like people don't really have talents, man. Like, I mean, I've been seeing some stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know if there's necessarily a talent, you know, but yet people love it, you know, and you understand that people are different, you know. I mean, you just gotta be able to reach them. It's a numbers game, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's definitely one of those polarizing things. You can definitely let us know below. What do you think about everything that we just said in this podcast? It was definitely an interesting one.
Yep.
Different views on this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe and like our shit, man. Like it. We're going to have more of these where you actually see our mentality, what we think. Don't forget to support us, man. Like, we do this free on a regular. So if you want to sponsor us, man, just go ahead and make it sponsoring. And so we can put more classy things out there for you, man. Two Educated Guys. Peace.